So we're going through.
So yes, so we've just had a quick look at the shop, Bruce. Thank you. Can we go and now look behind the scenes? Because obviously this is where the sales side of things takes place. But what happens behind here? Let's take a peek.
We'll say this is the hub of the whole business.
All right.
So everything is based off this workshop.
Wow.
So we have saddles come in at a daily rate. There can be up to 60 saddles here for repair, modification, change of panels, knee pads, redesign an old saddle to work that they love. Then we've got the manufacturing of the new saddles.
Okay.
Let's see.
How many of those do you make a year?
Well, between us all, there's probably around 140.
Wow.
But myself personally, around 60.
Gosh, they don't want to keep you idle then, do they?
No. So all our leather is sourced from Germany, and the store of leather is upstairs.
Wow.
With big cutting tables, so it's easy to work with. And then everything is worked on individual benches.
So what are some of your favourite tools? How does someone...
Tools are very old. Probably a favourite tool is a cutting tool.
Wow.
Which was called a pistol gauge.
Yep.
But it could be 150-year-old and sits beautifully in your hand. And with a...
This is the master saddler himself.
A slight pull.
Yep. Gosh.
We can gauge to any width we want of leather.
Wow.
So we can make a side.
And what do you call that?
That's called a pistol gauge.
Pistol gauge. Look at all those.
Then from that, if we want to, take the harsh edge off the strap.
Mm-hmm.
We use a tool called an edging tool. And
That's
that
cool.
takes and rounds the leather, which then makes it easier to stain and rub and make it smooth. So we take the sharp edge off, and then another hand tool for putting a crease along the edge. So we normally heat this tool to embed the crease into the leather. So you can just see.
Yeah, that's very clever.
In a few seconds, we can make a
Yep.
piece of leather look like it's heading towards a strap
That's
or a
awesome.
bridle or something.
So Bruce, what would your daily routine be like? Is it? It's probably never the same.
Would be, this saddle is one I've just built,
Mm-hmm.
and it's put together. And part of my day-to-day would be to do the final stuffing in the panels to make it fit the horse it's designed for. Also here is knee pads, top block pads for a dressage saddle that it's a new pad I've designed, so I'm making the skins to cover that. So here's the start of patterns that will actually cover that pad. And in our new design, where the seam normally runs over the top, we've changed it and run it here to stop you from rubbing with your knee.
That's clever.
So in a lot of saddles, that's the first wearing point. So what we've done is modified to get away from that. After repairing and modifying so many saddles, it's easy to help build your own designs.
Yep.
There's
How long does it take you to make a saddle?
roughly 20
Hours?
But there's our tree, which is a urethane tree that we designed,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a high pressure mould system. So it has a flexion,
Mm-hmm.
it has a lateral flexion to feel the movement of the horse through his hind end.
Wow.
Our stirrup bars and gullet plate is one piece, where normally you have a design where the bar is separate. This eliminates, with our saddle, eliminates any breakage off here,
Mm-hmm.
and the bar is kept fine, so if someone ever got caught, it can actually bend outwards, so your stirrup is going to, leather is always going to come off,
How did you design that?
Years of work.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And this gullet plate can be pressed into any shape. It can be broadened, it can be rounded. The shoot a nice Atlantic shape horse if
Okay.
we have to.
So did you then have to get someone to draw that?
No,
Like
I did all
you
that.
did.
originally. Years and years of
Practice.
practice. Then the leather is draped over the tree once the foundation is built. Then it is marked off a template. And that's how we get the shape to fit we're not doing black and tan, but this is just a model.
Yeah.
So this is marked, so then it's turned inside out and sewed together. And that's how we end up
With that.
with that.
Gosh, that's just extraordinary. Fabulous achievement. So really, years of experience is what's kept you strong and pioneering. Are you still coming up with new ideas?
Never stop.
Never stop, isn't that? So it's the creative mind.
And this tree, it has a web-based seat, so you've got feeling through the seat.
Yeah.
A lot of the trees are just nowadays moulded in one piece, where this has a webbing seat and it also has cushions to help support you.
So what would be your advice to someone who might like to develop this as a career?
The hardest part is to find a company that you can fit in.
Yeah.
Because most manufacturing's gone offshore, and there's small companies like us that do what we do, and we have a workshop of 4, and that keeps us all busy.
But there's obviously a future there, or you wouldn't all still be here. So there's
for us there is a
Yeah.
future.
which is great. What's been the most exciting thing for you?
I think just designing saddles and getting satisfaction out of some of the riders that perform well in them.
Fantastic. Well, you've certainly created a legacy, and I fully admire everything that you've done. So thank you so much for sharing all of that with us. Thank you.